Hi, I'm Amy Cannon, and I'm an artist. Growing up, I really felt like I had a lot of things going on in my head, and obviously art is the best creative outlet to get those things out. And like many teenagers, I had a lot of stress, and it's a great way to relieve stress. I primarily do ceramics, and the physicality of that just lets you really get a lot out. It begins from, I don't know, whatever pops into my head at the time. And then after that, it's a lot of trial and error. Usually you kind of lay out some idea of maybe where you want a project to go, and perhaps some creative inspirations that you can pull from, your life, other artists that inspire you and whatnot. I'm a very sentimental person, so a lot of my artwork in some way, shape, or form has to deal with either my family, places my family is from, names, experiences, memories that we all have, with each other. A lot of it is kind of centered around that. I primarily work in ceramics because, as I said, it's a very pleasing tactile experience, and for me, as someone who does kind of use it to relieve stress, or I just like it to be hands-on. I can't even tell you who inspires a lot of aspects of my work. You kind of see it, you pick it up. That's how art is. That's how art evolves. There are a couple pieces that I have pretty directly taken inspiration from other artists. I mean, this is a glaringly obvious one, but Van Gogh, I mean, one of the most famous and prolific artists and minds to ever, come onto the scene. Obviously, everyone's going to draw some inspiration from him at some point. So I do have this one sculpture, although it's a flat piece, so it's kind of like combining, a painting you hang on the wall and, a sculpture you sculpt. And it's Kilkenny Castle in Ireland. I was looking at castles in Ireland, where my family's from, because I like the sentimental aspect of it, and I found that. I thought it was a really pretty building. So that's the base of the piece, and then I did a sort of Van Gogh sky swirling in the background. The dark colors make it maybe not so obvious, it's a little bit subtle, but I like taking little bits and pieces and sprinkling them in through the artwork. I wanted to create a head figure to display in my home, as weird as it looks now. That was memorable because I, being 15, really wanted it to look like a celebrity I liked. I wanted it to look like Harry Styles, and it quickly devolved into not Harry Styles, and that was frustrating for me. I very rarely reveal the origins of that, and that took a while just because it's hard to get a face to look semi-human when you're building it from nothing, and frustrating, but ultimately satisfying process.